Started. I'm recording this call and I'm going to start by sharing the screen. So if you are on the video version, you can see that I'm sharing the screen. I do have like a little PowerPoint that I'm going to be following, and you guys can look along with that. Otherwise, you'll be hearing me speak about it. Okay. So welcome to our sneak peek into coaching call. My name is Kim Rogers. Most of you don't know me as Kim Rogers, though you will know me as Bim Day on Facebook, because I am undercover, because I am an assistant principal full-time at an elementary school nearby in West Palm Beach. So I have had parents and students find me. So, half the time I am in my sports bra, so I try to stay undercover away from them so they can't scope me out and find me. First and foremost, I am a mommy to my little boy, Hendrix. He's 2 years old, and he is a very active little guy, keeps me busy, keeps me on my toes, but definitely brings so much joy into my world. I've been with my husband now for almost 8 years. He works full-time in the Bahamas since I've met him. So, when he used to go at first, it was no big deal. It was easy. But now, of course, now that we have a child, it's definitely much more difficult. But he does leave for months, anywhere from 2 weeks to 8 weeks at a time. So there are a lot of times where I do feel like a single mother. So I do definitely have my hands full between working a full-time job, being a Beachbody coach, and raising my little boy. Something else that recently came up in my life, and I share about this very openly now, is that I was recently diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. And I do share this because it's going to be part about my journey, obviously. It's been something that I've been struggling with for quite a few years, and that I was finally diagnosed with. It makes working out definitely more difficult, but it's also very important that I do continue to do so for my health so it doesn't deteriorate anymore. I started coaching last year in January, so I've been coaching now for a year and 3 months, and it's definitely been an awesome year and 3 months for sure. Definitely something that I never thought I would be doing, because I already have a career that I was actually very happy with and that I do. I love it. But when you have kids, obviously your priorities change a little bit, and that's what began to happen with me. So most of you probably ask, how did I get involved with Beachbody? What happened was I couldn't make it to the gym anymore. I didn't even realize. Can you guys see the screen when I share it? Just give me a thumbs up. Oh, you can't see it? Oh no, this whole time I thought you guys were seeing it. Can you see it now? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so how did I get involved with Beachbody? So what happened was, before I had my son, I would go to a little fitness studio down the street from my house. It was awesome. It was a trainer with 8 people in the class. It was, one-on-one attention. And I was paying a fortune. I was paying $200 a month, but I loved it. I went 4 to 5 times a week. And it was easy, after work I'd go. But once you have a child, everything is so much harder. So for me to work, 10, 12-hour days, come home, see him for an hour, go back out to the gym, I felt really guilty. I felt like a really bad mom. So after the first couple weeks of doing that, of having him, I stopped doing it just because of the guilt that was bearing upon me. So I decided to give Insanity a try, which I had, or actually it was T25. I had it from a while ago. So I'm like, let me break this out and give it a try. And I did it for like a week, and then I put it aside because I had no motivation to do it. Working out by myself was boring, honestly. I just didn't like it. I had low energy, it was hard working full time, coming home to a child. I was nursing, so to be up with him all night and then go back and do the same thing over and over again. I suffer from anxiety. So, having all the stress on me definitely didn't help. I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted anymore because obviously I couldn't work out like I used to, and I was feeling very frustrated. So what happened was my coach now, Melissa Alexander, she's a coach, and I would see her start posting on Facebook, and I was like, what is this crazy girl doing, honestly? I would look at her post, and I'm like, when did she become a fitness expert, and where is she coming from all of a sudden with this fitness stuff, But then the longer that I watched her, I was like, wow, this girl's body is insane. She got a 6-pack. She was in amazing shape. I've never seen her be so, healthy and just taking care of herself. And, she kept talking about Shakeology. And I was like, what the hell is this Shakeology? So, I asked her about it and she told me, and I was like, you're crazy. I am not spending that much for a protein shake, because that's what I thought it was. So obviously I was very skeptical. So, I try to replace it on my own. I used to buy my shakes from GNC and, I'm like, oh, look at all the protein in this shake. And she's like, that's not the point. It's not a protein shake. It's a nutritional shake. You're missing the point here, but I didn't get it at first. And then, the longer that I saw her results and the more that I heard her and, keep talking to me about it, I decided that I wanted to give it a try. So I decided instead of spending that $200 a month at the gym, I was going to take that $200, and it's actually less, and invest in a challenge pack and the Shakeology. And she talked me into signing up as a discount coach. So again, I only signed up at first for the discount. And immediately within the first couple of weeks, I started seeing results, and I loved it. I was hooked from there. And I never turned around and went back to the gym. So who is Team Beachbody? So Beachbody, I'm sure you know, are the creators of P90X, Insanity, TurboFire, the 21-Day Fix, PiYo, Slim in 6, Hip Hop Abs. There's so many programs that they've been, New Hammer and Chisel, Size, the dance program. There's so many fitness programs that they've created. It originally was an infomercial for a business infomercial. So I know they still post, or they show them on the TV now. If you wake up early enough, you'll see it, that it's an infomercial business. But what happened was people were buying the programs, but they wouldn't stick with them, which is the experience I've had in the past. So they created coaches who were having success with these programs, who aren't fitness experts by any means. We don't have any kind of fitness backgrounds. I mean, some people do, but that just happens to be them. We're just everyday people who have had success with the programs, who began sharing our journeys with other people, and then coaching these people and inviting them into challenge groups. And they found that this was what was keeping the business thriving, because you had that ongoing support of a coach helping other people. And this was all just by sharing their journey on social media. And Team Beachbody, honestly, is just getting started. There's constantly, every couple months, new programs coming out, new products coming out. We expanded internationally. There's free customer leads. One of the biggest things to come out last year was Beachbody On Demand, which is where you can stream the workouts from your phone and your tablet from anywhere, which is awesome. I know I do it with all my programs. I don't have to constantly pop a DVD in. I have them all located in one place. Shakeology. We have a performance line now, which I love. I mean, I can't do my workouts without drinking my Energize ahead of time. There's actually a skincare line too, which most people don't know about, that I've actually started just using too. So why do people get into coaching? People get in for many different reasons. Some people get in because they want the motivation of sticking with the fitness program. Some people just want to earn a little extra income. They just want to maybe cover the cost of their Shakeology or make a couple extra $100 a month. The accountability that you have through the challenge groups, helping other people. I know that's one of the main things that I love. I'm in education, so obviously I love helping children. So this is just another form of me helping people. Setting a good example for their kids, which is huge for me. I mean, since the day my son was born, it's one thing that I've instilled in him is, healthy eating habits and just being, very healthy and having a healthy way of life. And that means a lot to me, that he gets to see what I'm doing, and hopefully, he sticks to those as he grows older. Setting your own hours, which is awesome. I mean, who doesn't love to have their own hours, I can tell you there's many days where I hate waking up and going to work. And with this job, you can make your hours whatever you want them to be. And I can tell you it's only 1 to 2 hours a day is all you need for this business, which is pretty awesome. And then again, working from home or working from vacation, working while you're traveling, working anywhere that you are. I was homesick for the past couple of days, and it's great because I didn't have to stop doing my Beachbody business. When I'm out sick from school, I can't do anything from school except for check my emails. When I'm sick at home in Beachbody, I laid in my bed on my phone, checked in with my challengers, I checked in with new prospects, I checked in with my coaches. Nothing had to stop going for me, which is really awesome to continue to be able to do that. So there's 3 types of coaches, and what type of coach you want to be is totally up to you, and whatever you choose, obviously we're all very supportive of that. So the first one is a discount coach. And the discount coach is what I said I originally signed up for. And that's where you just sign up for the discount because you just want a discount on your Shakeology or the fitness programs that you purchase. You get 25% off all your products. And just by signing up for the discount, you save $16 alone a month on your Shakeology, which is cool. The next one is your Just for Fun coaches, or we call them also hobby coaches, which I have a couple of those. And these are people that have full-time jobs. They're Beachbody junkies. They love their programs. They love their Shakeology. So they're sharing what they're doing, but they're not really going full force with the business. They're just kind of having fun with it. They're covering the cost of their Shakeology, and they're maybe making a few extra $100 a month just by doing that. And then the next one, which is what I consider myself, is an all-in coach. And this is where, you're all in. You want the freedom. You want to be able to stay home with your children or to travel the world and work from wherever you are. You want to grow a huge business and make a really large income and grow your team and help them to be able to do the same. So I know the big question is, what do we do as coaches? Obviously, first and foremost, we use their products. So, you want to lead by example. You want to be doing the fitness programs and sharing about it. You want to be drinking Shakeology and telling people why you drink Shakeology and why you love it and why it's so good for your health. We run challenge groups, which is, I've talked about, the biggest part of this. And this is where, they're online private groups through Facebook, and you're sharing fitness tips, you're sharing recipes, you're motivating one another, and it's really just an online community, of saying what you're doing that day to encourage people to keep going. It's fun when you have people doing the same program as you, all in it for the same reasons, trying to get the same results. Because I know when I did these programs before and I didn't have the accountability and I didn't have those challenge groups, I never stuck with the programs. This is the first time I've ever in my life have been able to work out from home, and that's pretty cool. Obviously, we lead by example, so we share our stories through social media. A huge part of our business is social media, and just trying to be the best that we can be to ourselves physically, mentally, and spiritually, whatever that means to you. We encourage others by offering advice and support and sharing basically what has helped us. Again, we're not fitness experts, so we don't have to know everything, but you're just sharing what has helped in your journey and what you know from your journey. We're entrepreneurs, so obviously we help others learn how to turn their fitness journey into a business. When I started this, I knew nothing about this business, and I wasn't in it for the business, honestly. I was in it for the discount, and then I was like, you know what, maybe I'll just post about it. If I can cover the cost of this shake each month, that's going to be great. And now, a little over a year later, I'm all in, and I'm ready to make this my full-time business, and hopefully by the end of this year, it is going to be my full-time business, so that's pretty awesome. We're dreamers and we're doers, and we believe that having short-term sacrifices create long-term dreams and goals, and that we can create a life by design. So whatever that means to you. I know there's coaches who have moved out of the country and they live by the beach, and there's coaches who are maybe stay-at-home moms who just love to be able to provide for their family now. There's me, who's the full-time working mom, who I've always been very motivated, and I have to have a job. I've always had 2 or 3 jobs, so for me to be able to still be at home with my son and still be working and providing for my family, that's what I really look forward to. So again, the sky is the limit, and it's totally up to you, what you want to put into this business. And of course, everybody's biggest question is, how do we earn? So retail commission, you get 25% of all purchases through your website. And that's the nice part of this, is you don't have to keep stock on hand. Everything is done through the Beachbody website. So if somebody wants to purchase, you just refer them through the website. And just so you know, this isn't a sales job. Sales is about 1% of what you're doing. The rest of this is the coaching part. This is where you're holding them accountable and you're keeping people on their journey and assisting them. Another big part of how we earn our team cycle bonuses, which I know doesn't make sense to you now, but basically as you grow your team, you start to earn team cycle bonuses, and that's the majority of your income that you will be earning. And then even as you grow your business even more, there's quarterly bonuses for 2-star diamonds and above, and these range anywhere from $1,000 to $50,000. And we actually have several people on our team who earn $50,000 quarterly bonuses. That's insane. each month too, you know, if you meet your goal, Beachbody does give out free gear. They give out free merchandise. And I actually just earned my free Beachbody trip that I went on a couple weeks ago, which was awesome. We went on a cruise to the Bahamas and to Jamaica for 5 days, all expense paid for me and a buddy to bring along. And since I didn't want to bring my son on a cruise, I just didn't feel safe. I brought one of my coaches with me, so both of our trips were paid for. And because I hit my goal every month last year, I also earned $1,000 onboard credit, so I was able to pay for drink packages and excursions for us to do in Jamaica. And I did a little extra shopping, and I hit up and I got a new purse and I got some sunglasses. I put my $1,000 to good use. So all I know is I can't remember the last time the school district gave me a $1,000 bonus, let alone a raise. So that was really exciting. And then how will this fit into your life? I know that's everybody's biggest thing coming on board is you're busy. I get it. Trust me, if anybody gets being busy, it's me. I mean, I work 50 to 60 hours a week. I run a school of 550 kids, 100 employees. My husband is gone probably half the year. I have a child. I have health issues going on. I get it. We're all busy. But when you want something, you make it happen. I mean, I put an hour, now sometimes 2 hours into this business. I wake up at 4:15. I work out in the morning. That's part of my job. And then I spend about an hour on my computer, you know, each day checking in with my challenge groups, checking in by private messaging my challengers, following up with prospects, reading personal development, which is a huge piece of this. Personal development is huge. And I mean, which company do you work for, you know, encourages you to better yourself? So that's really nice. We have full-time working moms and dads that are Beachbody coaches, teachers, attorneys, nurses, accountants, stay-at-home moms, you name it, you know, they're on our team. They come in all shapes, all sizes. It's funny because when I just went on the cruise, somebody's like, wow, you know, I was thinking about that. That must have been the most beautiful cruise, you know, most beautiful people on that cruise. And I was like, you'd be surprised. I'm like, most people aren't, you know, 120 pounds with six packs. Most people are, you know, your average, normal, everyday person who have an amazing journey to share with others. And that's what this is all about. It's about just sharing your journey and letting somebody relate to you. We are a supportive team. You know, although I may be your coach, you're not just working with me. We're all a team here. We all work together. We hold monthly trainings. So if you did join as a coach, the next one starts on Monday, a new coach training, and everything's done through Facebook, through private groups, which is really nice, and you just do it on your own time. My team, I host team calls every Thursday night, and this is where I teach you how to work the business, tips and tricks for the business, and it's just another way to support you. And then everything to support you and getting started is what we're here for. So I just want to thank you for taking your time out to get on the call tonight. I hope you learned a little bit of information about Team Beachbody. I hope your wheels are spinning right now. If you are on this call, it's because somebody believes in you and they want you on their team. So, you know, think about any questions you may have, anything, your fears, because trust me, I know we all have them in the beginning. Write them down and ask the person that invited you on this call, and hopefully you will be joining our team. So thank you so much again, and I hope you guys have a great night.